All right, some anti-Trump protesters in New Haven, Connecticut were arrested after they blocked off the road and kept an ambulance from getting a very ill patient to the hospital. Amanda, I hope the person is okay.
I hope they are too. This is like that Trump-trocity where that Iraqi woman supposedly died because of Trump's ban, except that didn't happen and this did. This is just another example of liberals going out of their mind and, you know, not behaving the things that they're preaching. And now it's getting to the point where they're endangering human life. So somebody needs to rein it in on this. And Trump is already speaking out about it, but we need some of the liberal leaders to start condemning this.
All right, Patriots owner Robert Kraft is trending today. He wants one of his Super Bowl rings back from Vladimir Putin. Amanda, how in the world did Putin end up getting Kraft's Super Bowl ring? And do you think President Trump can go get it back for him?
Okay, so I had to look this up because when I first read it, I'm like, this has got to be from The Onion. But it is true. It sounds like urban legend, but apparently what happened when they met, Putin said, I could kill someone with this ring, because Kraft had let him put it on his hand. And he said, I could kill someone with this ring, Putin remarked. When Kraft put out his hand to get his ring back, Putin, who apparently was surrounded by his KGB people, pocketed the ring and took off. Now, Kraft has apparently offered to have one made for him with his name engraved on it. He just wants his dadgum ring back, which I can totally understand because I love my jewelry too.
That's right. All right. Uber training. You know, my daughter stole my ring the other night when I was out with you, as a matter of fact, and will not give it back. Did you know that really happened? And she actually took it. It's gone. My ring she took, the one that I wear on this hand. Anyway, all right, Uber trending today. The company has hired a veteran NASA engineer to develop flying Uber cars. Amanda, experts said we'd have flying cars by the turn of the century, but that was 17 years ago. Are we finally going to get them?
Well, first of all, even if it did happen, our government runs as slow as molasses. So even if they did invent this, can you imagine the legislation that would be involved with, you know, all of like the civic engineering and how high you can fly, if you can fly over roads, if you can't fly over national parks, like all of that kind of stuff. This is a long way off. I have a feeling that I will have either less or more gray hair by the time that happens.
All right. The Simpsons TV show is really amazing. Among the many predictions they have made were Trump's presidency a long time ago, way before he did make his announcement. And now they predicted that the Lady Gaga Super Bowl halftime show would happen and that the Patriots would win, by the way. How did they know all of this?
You know, there's always that situation of life imitating art. It always seems a little bit like a chicken and egg scenario for me, or to me. You know, did culture influence the art first or the other way around? This, I don't know. I mean, maybe this is, we always hear about how they're all a part of the Illuminati. Maybe this is just Lady Gaga. You know, somebody laid down the hammer and said, okay, you've got to fulfill this Illuminati Simpsonian prophecy.
There you go. All right, Kristen Stewart hosted Saturday Night Live, and a lot of wild stuff happened that night, but the Super Bowl pretty much overshadowed it. For one thing, Kristen Stewart dropped an F-bomb on live TV. Did she not realize that it's called Saturday Night Live? They can't edit it?
I'm sure she did. I mean, I doubt a lot of things about her are genuine, and maybe this is just me, but am I the only one who doesn't believe that she's actually bi? And I comprise the list because this seems to be like a trend among celebrities who come out as bi or gay, and they basically do it to make a political statement. Angelina Jolie, Drew Barrymore, Anna Paquin, Evan Rachel Wood, Kesha, Miranda Kerr, Fergie, Amber Heard, Cameron Diaz, and Christina Aguilera. Does anyone notice a trend here? They've all been married to men. Just because you were like 19 and drunk one time and made out with your best friend doesn't mean you're bi. So maybe she meant to curse, maybe she didn't. I haven't honestly watched SNL in over a decade, and it hasn't gained any relevance with me recently. So
there you go.